Hello, all. My name is Krish Nayak, and welcome to my YouTube channel. So, guys, if you remember, some few days back, I had actually started a series on Agentic AI, and there I showed you how to create AI agents using Phidata platform. Okay, now this Phidata platform has become Agno. So, in this specific video, I will be showcasing you many things. First of all, the major announcement is that now Phidata will not be there. That basically means if you just go ahead and hit Phidata, right, phidata.com, then it goes to agno.com, right? So the branding name has been changed. And the second thing is that in this video, I will try to show you how easily we can go ahead and create AI agents, multi AI agents, and along with that, we can perform even complex workflows. Not only that, we'll also try to create an end-to-end project with the help of Streamlit. So this is just gonna be a little bit longer video, and I will show you each and everything as we go ahead. Okay. Now, if you don't know about Agno right now, with the help of this, you will be able to create agents and all. Not only that, if I just go ahead and search for Agno over here, okay? So Agno, right? Now, the first page that is basically seen is the GitHub page, okay? Now, inside this GitHub page, you will be able to see that there is something called as documentation. But the most important thing is that why should you use Agno when LangGraph and all the other tools are specifically there? One of the major reason, if I probably talk about, is the performance, right? So what the founders of Agno is basically claiming that they are obsessed with performance. Here you can probably see even simple AI workflow can spawn thousands of agents to achieve goals. Scale that to a modest number of users and performance becomes a bottleneck. Agno is designed to power high performance agentic AI systems. Agentic initiations, like this much time it is basically taking up and all. So the major aim over here of this specific platform is with respect to speed in creating the number of agents, right? How quickly it will be able to create the agents. So here you can see Agno is designed to be simple, fast, and model agnostic. Here are some key features. Agent creation is 10,000 faster than LangGraph. Yes, I have definitely used LangGraph, so I know how the agents is basically created over there. Okay, and soon, don't worry, because I will be coming up with the entire LangGraph series. I'm traveling to NVIDIA conferences right now, so I'll be busy for another 10 days. But after that, I will be coming and implementing and showcasing the entire LangGraph series for you. Okay, so we'll start completely from basics. Not only that, here you can see model agnostic, using any model, any provider, no lock-in. So it has access to probably every kind of models. It supports that. Along with this, memory management is quite more easy. There is something called as knowledge store for an external database or RAG, anything that you really want to implement. And there is also structured outputs. Okay, so all these things are there. Monitoring is also there. So right, so what we will do is that we'll just go ahead and try to use this and showcase multiple examples. Now, many people have specifically asked me, Krish, what are the prerequisites that we should learn in order to get into agentic AI? That is the reason I have come up with this amazing course, Become a Data Science and Gen AI Master, comprehensive online data science course. So whatever prerequisite is specifically required, we are launching a live batch on this, and it starts from March 22nd, 2025. Okay, so this is what we are basically starting, and here we are going to discuss about each and everything. So if you just go ahead and click on enroll now, here you should be able to see the detailed syllabus. So here is the course syllabus over here, and you should be able to see the detailed syllabus: ultimate data science and Gen AI bootcamp. Here you will be able to see from Python, so many mentors are basically there. You have machine learning, deep learning, computer vision, NLP, everything we are basically covering up. And this is just one type of batch that is coming for the entire year. Okay, after that, we are not going to launch this specific batch. Last 150 seats are left. So just go ahead. All the information will be given in the description of this particular video. Now let's go ahead and build some amazing application with the help of this. Okay, so first of all, what I'm actually going to do is that I've opened a workspace. Quickly, the first thing is that I am just going to go ahead and create my terminal. So let me just go to my command prompt. Now see, in working in agentic AI applications or LangGraph or anything, right, Python is super important. If you know Python, well and good. Okay, I'm telling you, Python is the most important thing. So like how I'm able to create the environment and all that, all things we'll discuss. So first of all, we will just go ahead and create the environment. Conda create -p vnv python double equal to 3.12. I will take the Python version 3.12 to work with. So here you can see the installation of this particular libraries. The default libraries will start. Then along with that, I will start making my requirements.txt. Now in requirements.txt, what I'm actually going to do is that I'm going to put some of the libraries. The first library that I will require is Agno. Let's say I want to go ahead and use OpenAI, or you want to probably go ahead and use python.env. Okay. And let's say that you also want to use some external internet search things, right? So I will be using DuckDuckGo search. Okay, DuckDuckGo search. So it supports almost everything. And let's say that I also want to create a RAG application. So for that, I will just go ahead and write one PyPDF. We are going to use one vector database which is called as LangDB. Okay. Along with this, since we are going to do this with Streamlit, we are going to use this. I will just go ahead and write pandas. One more library that I'm actually going to use is something called as StanTV. I'll talk about it when we go ahead. And then I will go ahead and use Y-Finance. This is just for creating a finance analytics. Okay. So everything we are trying to install. Okay. So here, a single agent, I'll try to first of all show you. Then we'll try to create multiple agents, and we'll play with agent memory. We'll do multiple things and all as we go ahead. Okay. So quickly, let's me create a folder over here. So folder, this is my basic agents. Just let me know if you want a detailed course on this. I mean, free course on this. I will be happy to create this. Okay. I'll create a playlist for that also. Okay. So I will just go ahead and rename it. Again, the target limit is at least 2000 guys. Come on, do this. Okay. So now I will just go ahead and write conda activate vnv, since I need to do the installation. And then I will just go ahead and do all the installation over here. Pip install -r requirement.txt. Okay. First of all, I will try to go ahead and create one simple application, and then with the help of that, you should be able to see it. Let's see, is the name requirement.txt or not? Requirements.txt. Let's see what is the error. No such file. Okay, pandas, spelling mistake. No worries. I'll keep this error so that you should be able to see that if you're getting this particular error, don't write anything in the comment section, but at least try to solve it. Okay. That is the most important thing. I've seen many people after seeing the error, they are like pissed off. Oh, error came. Hey, we are not able to fix it. That is the reason prerequisites are really important. Okay. And here you can see all the libraries are basically getting downloaded. Now what I will do inside this, I will start writing my code. So this will basically be my simple agents.py. Okay. And I'll show you how you can go ahead and create your agents. Okay. So once this is done, now I will just go ahead and start writing the code. Now in this example, what I'm actually going to do is that first of all, one more thing, I can also go ahead and write my .env file. I can create my .env file. And inside this .env file, I will try to upload two keys. Okay, one is the OpenAI API key and one is the Grok API key. Okay, so for OpenAI API key and the Grok API key, I will just go ahead and copy and paste it. I hope everybody knows it, how to create it. And the second key that I'm actually going to use is Grok. Okay, so Grok, let me Grok API key. Okay. So this is done. Grok API key and OpenAI API key. I will be using these two keys. The reason is that I can use any of them for my LLM models, which will be responsible in executing, or you can just say that the agent's brain, right, will basically be derived from this particular LLMs. Okay. Now, first of all, as I said, I'm just going to go ahead and create a normal basic agent. So how do I do that? So first of all, I will go ahead and write from Agno dot agent. Let's see whether this installation has happened or not. That is the reason I'm not getting any over here, like all the suggestions is basically off, since this particular libraries are basically getting installed. So let's wait for some time and see. Once this gets installed, I think we are good to go. It's taking some amount of time, but I think it should be completed. Let's wait. Okay, now it's done. So I will quickly remove this from Agno. Okay, let me do one thing. Let me just reload this. So I will close this. I will write from Agno still, but it's not coming. Okay. No worries. I will create a file, simple agents.py. Okay. Now let me write from Agno, but it's okay. If it is not coming also, let's see whether there is a problem with our errors or what. It should be loading, right? Okay. The problem is that it is not selecting the correct environment variable. Okay, now it should work. From Agno, perfect, dot agent. See, the most important thing, and by using this kind of frameworks over here, they don't focus on the entire workflow, but here they say that, hey, you just go ahead and create your independent agents, give them the kind of task that you really want to do, integrate with the specific model. If they really want any kind of vector database, just go ahead and integrate it over there and directly go ahead and run it. So that is the main fundamental behind Agno, and that is the reason you are able to quickly create applications over here. Not only that, over here, the best part about Agno is that it is being integrated directly with those kind of libraries. They're using the core libraries itself. So it is not a wrapper on top of something. Okay. So here from agno.agent, we are just going to go ahead and import my capital agent. Okay. Uh, capital agent. Okay. So once this is done, then I will just go ahead and import my models. So I will write from agno.models dot OpenAI. Okay, dot OpenAI import OpenAI chat. Let's see for I'll just go ahead and check the documentation for a Grok. How do we use it? So here you will be able to see that there will be something called as models, and inside this models you have something like Grok. For Grok, you require the Grok API key, but other than this, I think you should be able to import it. So let me go back over here and let's see whether we are able to import this or not. Yes, we are able to import it. Okay. Then along with this, I will also go ahead and write from Agno dot tools. Since I'm going to use some tools over here, I'll just go ahead and write DuckDuckGo import DuckDuckGo tools. Okay. So this DuckDuckGo is nothing but it is for an external internet search. Okay. So here you don't even have to create the API and all. Okay. So that will be the most amazing thing over here. Along with this, I will just go ahead and import OS. Always remember, whichever LLM models you are planning to specifically use, make sure to load the environment variable for that. Okay. So from .env import load underscore .env, then load underscore .env. Here you will be able to create os.environment, and here I'm just going to go ahead and create my OpenAPI key, which I am initializing from os.get env, and here I should be able to write my OpenAI underscore API underscore key. Okay. So once this is done, the next thing is that I will also go ahead and use my Grok API key. So quickly paste it over here. Instead of OpenAI, I will just go ahead and write Grok, and I will just go ahead and copy this. Okay. So Grok, and this is done. Now it's time that you start creating the agent. So for creating the agent, all you have to write is that agent is equal to agent. And here the first parameter is nothing but model. Okay. So here you have to specify the model. The model that you're specifically going to use is OpenAI chat. Okay. If you want to use Grok, use Grok. Okay. Let's say that I want to just go ahead and use Grok. Okay. Now inside this Grok, I will just go ahead and let's see. Is there an ID? ID is equal to whatever model you want to call, you can call. Okay. So for model, I will just go to console.grok.com. We'll go over here. I will sign it with my Google. So Grok actually provides you some free APIs for open source models. Okay. So I am heavily using Grok, for most of my tasks. But for building products, we cannot depend. We have to probably take the credits from them, and even probably, work with different models. So yeah, I'll take Quen 2.5 32 billion. So let's see whether this will work or not. Quen 2.5 32 billion. Okay, so I'm basically going to take this specific model. Okay, so this is my first parameter with respect to the model. The next thing is that description. Okay, I can provide my description. I can say, hey, you are an assistant. Okay, you are an assistant. Please reply based on the questions. Okay, so this is done. Then this is my second parameter. In the third parameter, if you see over here, you can see everything, right? Model description is also there. Session name is also there, right? But here I will just go ahead and show you one more basic tools, which is called as tools, right? And here I will just go ahead and initialize this DuckDuckGo tool. Okay. Now the next thing will be that I will try to display whatever output it displays, right, in the form of markdown. So I'll just go ahead and keep it as markdown is equal to true. Okay. Now once this is done, I can also convert this into a simple Streamlit framework. But let me just go ahead and use some default functions that is available inside this Agno itself. So like print response. So here I will just go ahead and write what is the latest, or I'll just go ahead and ask, hey, who won the India versus New Zealand match? Oops, New Zealand finals in CT 2025. Okay, so this will basically be my question. So this is just a single agent right now, what we are specifically using. Now, quickly, I will just go ahead and open my terminal and just open my command prompt. In order to execute it, I'll just go ahead and write Python simple agent. Oh, first of all, let me just go ahead and write cd1 basic agents. And here I'm just going to go ahead and write Python simple agent.py. So once I execute it, it is saying, hey, go ahead and pip install grok. Okay, no worries. I did not install grok. So that is the reason it is giving me this issue. I'll just go ahead and write this. Let's go ahead and create my another command prompt. And from this, I will go ahead and install my pip install -r requirement.txt. Okay, perfect. So this installation has been taking place. Now we are good. I'll go to my another command prompt and let's start the run, right? Python simple agent.py. Okay, description spelling is wrong. It's okay. Sometime we just need to write the quick. That is the problem with coding when you start writing or typing very fast. So who won the India's versus New Zealand final in CT 2025? So I think it is thinking India won the match in the final. They beat New Zealand by 4 wickets to claim the champion trophy. Sharma led the team and scored. Amazing. So here you are able to get the recent information also, right? So that is very beautiful. Now this is just with respect to one agent. Okay. Now what if I want to probably go ahead and create multiple agents? You know, I want a specific scenario where I keep on using agents, and along with that I also allow agents to communicate with themselves. So here I will create my another file. Let's go ahead and do that. Multi-agents.py. Okay. All of this will be given in the GitHub link in the description of this particular video. Okay. Now in the multiple agents, what I'm actually going to do again from the simple agents, what all things are required. I'll copy this. I'll paste it over here. Now with respect to multiple agents, I am also going to use Y Finance tool. So let me just go ahead and write from Agno dot tools dot Y Finance import Y Finance tools, right? So this is their Y Finance tool specifically for this. Now what I'm actually going to do quickly is that I will just go ahead and create my web agent. Okay. So first agent that I'm actually going to create over here, let's say this agent is responsible in doing the internet search. Okay. Whenever we want to specifically do an internet search, this agent will be responsible. So let me just go ahead and create web agent is equal to agent. And here I'm going to use my name. Let's say web agent. Then I will be having my role, search the web for information, right? Search the web for information. And then I will just go ahead and create one more thing. That is nothing but model is equal to OpenAI, or let me just go ahead and use grok. Okay, now for the grok over here, I will use the same ID. ID will be nothing but Quen. This is from Alibaba, I guess, 2.5, 32 billion. Okay, for the inferencing. Along with that, what I'm actually going to use is that since we are going to do an internet search, so here we are going to use this DuckDuckGo tool search, right? Now here you'll get an idea like how many different parameters are there: role, name, tools, right? Let me see. So DuckDuckGo tools. DuckDuckGo tools. Okay, perfect. So still till here everything is looks good. Then I have my instructions. Instructions is equal to, I will just go ahead and write always include the sources, some instructions that you really want this particular agent to do. Okay, and then I will also say, hey, if you're making any tool call, please show that information also. And then my output should be in the form of markdown. Okay, so this is basically my web agent over here. This is my web agent over here, and all this looks good with respect to markdown. And let's see whether anything we are missing. Okay, here one comma we are specifically missing, so that is the reason it was showing an error. Okay, now this is one way, right? Let's go ahead and create another way. Right now here, this is my first agent and this is my finance agent. Now the thing is that over here I'm taking the use of both open source and OpenAI models. This time I'm specifically using OpenAI model. ID is equal to GPT-4. Here you'll be able to see why finance tools, stock price is equal to true, and investment recommendation is equal to true. Now you may be thinking, Krish, where did I get this specific information from? Right, so if you go ahead and see the documentation is well built. Anybody can probably just go ahead and try it. So even the tools here, you'll be able to see that, hey, if I just go ahead and click on toolkit, there is something called as Y Finance somewhere here, right? So here you can see Y Finance. So with respect to Y Finance, here you will be able to see that what are the parameters. And inside these parameters, you have something like company info, stock fundamentals, income statement, key financial ratios. You can get all this specific information, and this is directly coming from the Y Finance API, right? So based on that, you can set up these particular parameters. Here I'm also saying, hey, use tables to display the data, show two calls is equal to true. Okay. Now the main thing is that I've created two agents. Okay. One is my web agent, one is my finance agent. Now, the third thing is that how do I combine these two agents, right? So here I will just go ahead and say, hey, you become an agent team, okay, agent team. And then in this particular agent, I will just go ahead and use this agent. And one more option is there inside the agent. That is nothing but team. And here I can team up one web agent and the finance agent. That is the most amazing thing. Just imagine getting this specific option, okay? And then I can specifically use my Grok model, okay? I can use it over here with respect to the Grok model also. You'll be able to see that, okay, fine, my Grok model is visible over here. Then along with that, I can also give my instructions, right? Let's say the instruction over here, I will combine both of them. Like I'll say, hey, these are my instructions. You always include sources, use tables to display. And then I have this show calls true and the markdown is equal to true, right? So all this information is basically there, right? Then like how we basically displayed the simple agent, right? Similarly, you can go ahead and print the response over here. So now let's go ahead and write this. Now, since we are using some complex agents, okay, I'll just ask, hey, okay, so this should be agent underscore team. Okay, I'll just go ahead and ask one question. Let's say analyze companies like Tesla, Nvidia, or Apple, and suggest which to buy for long term. Okay, so this is my question. Okay, now see the magic, how amazingly it will display you the entire results. Okay, so here I'm going to go ahead and write Python multi agents, and like this you can create any number of agents. And it is super amazing that you're able to create just in no time with hardly some lines of code. And all the necessary things are available to you. Okay, analyze companies like Tesla, Nvidia, Apple, and suggest which to buy for a long term. So this is my question. Now this is started thinking. It will probably also make sure to search from the web based on the options that we have selected over here. Then this finance agent is also there, which will take the information from the Y Finance. Okay, so let's wait for the response to probably come up, and let's see that how the output is. Okay, and if you probably go ahead and see this specific code here, right? Here you'll be able to see that any number of agents that you call, right? Here you can combine them so that to work together. Okay. Um, let's see why it is taking so much time. I think before it should not take so much time. Is it because of am I using? Okay, perfect. Here I've got the report, and the report is quite big, so that is the reason you're getting so much of time, right? Based on the financial analysis provided, a finance agent currently is more attractive. Nvidia is more attractive, see, and long term than Tesla, Nvidia, Apple. Okay, so here is a summary. All these PE ratios and all are given, right? Given the strong revenue growth, superior margins, Nvidia emerges are the most compelling. However, always remember to consider a personal risk. This is also very really good. Okay, so here you can probably see with just a very good example. Here you are able to see this entire thing. Okay, now the next thing is that I will also try to show you one example where you have an option of putting a memory. Okay, agent memory.py, like let's say if you want a specific memory like a knowledge database itself, that can also be done. So I will just go ahead and show you with this code. Now here you will be able to see that I am using something called as PDF URL knowledge. So let's see, do I have PDF? Yeah, it is there. Then you have LaunchDB, search type. Okay, all these things are there. I'm using OpenAI embedding, DuckDuckGo, all these things, right? Now here I've created a agent. Now full-fledged information about the agent. This knowledge, as I said, the knowledge is just like an external knowledge, right? I can also provide instruction, search your knowledge base for the Thai recipes if the question is better. You can take any PDF like what you want and you can basically execute it. Okay, like this, right? So finally, let's go ahead and run this particular agent memory also where we have a specific external knowledge database. Okay, so here I'm just going to open my terminal. Let me delete this, activated the virtual environment over here. So let me go ahead and write Python agent memory.py. Okay, I have to go to cd1 basic agent Python agent memory.py. Okay, so two major updates. As I said, Phidata has now become Agno, so please try to use this as much as possible. So now you can see that the knowledge, it's basically read from that particular external database. This is the search query that has basically happened. Chicken and galangal in coconut milk soup. Here it is a traditional recipe. To make this, all the informations will be specifically coming up. Okay, then then you can also ask ChatGPT how to convert this with the help of Streamlit or Fast API. I think you should be able to get the answer. So here is the entire suggestion, and that is basically coming from this particular PDF file. Okay, PDF file. So I hope you like this particular video. This was it. Just go ahead and try it out, and I think this is a very good way of creating agents itself, right? So yes, this was it from my side. I will see you in the next video. Thank you. Take care.